to be looking, and also we'll be attending to some of your questions, but take note that your questions will be attended to after the presentation of today. Okay, so if you have questions during the course of presentation, please do well to write your questions down and note them so that you can ask your question at the end of the presentation this morning. All right, so welcome once again, beautiful people of SWIFTtrip, great minds. Of course, together we will do great things. Together we will do great things. Okay, so we want to talk about SWIFTtrip, and I want to welcome everyone to the Decilonia group, to the Decilonia gang. Okay, we are all happy. We are all future Decilonia in dollars. Amazing, amazing. Yes. And how are we going to become this Decilonia in dollars? We're going to show it to you, how we're going to become Decilonia in dollars. The people that you're seeing here in this meeting are people that are already imagining the future, are already in the future. They are seeing with the eyes of their mind already. These are the people that are in this business, that are in this meeting today. People that are ready to cause a massive change in this generation, in this world. People that are abnormal to cause a positive change in this world. Because for you to cause a change in this world, you don't have to be normal. It's only abnormal people that do what? Abnormal things. Things that by the time people begin to see, they will say, how did you pull this off? For you to change the world, you don't have to be normal. You need to be what? Abnormal. Just do something different. Just do what? Something different. Think different. You will see that you will achieve something massive. Don't think like the crowd. Stand out in all that you do, and you will see that you will rule the world. Amazing. And we are happy to be here this morning. I want to look at what this business is all about. First of all, these are the areas of concentration, like they tell us in school. This is your area of concentration. Okay, so in this business summit this morning, we'll be looking at all of these. What is SWIFTtrip? We'll also be looking at where we are as a company. Then we will look at how our customers who are not shareholders, who are not subscribers, who are not pioneers of this business will benefit from this business just by patronizing us. Then lastly, we will look at how you as an owner of this business, SWIFTtrip, you as a subscriber, you as a shareholder, you as a pioneer, how you are going to benefit from this business. All right, so let us go straight into it. And the very first one is asking us a simple question. A question that every person that is joining us for the very first time will ask. And what is that? What is SWIFTtrip? Let us look at SWIFTtrip. Now, we are telling you, listening to us today on YouTube, on Facebook, on Telegram, all over the world, we're telling you that this business is a unique business. SWIFTtrip is a life-changing business. SWIFTtrip is the next level of innovation that is going to change our lineage. It's the next level of innovation that is going to make you and I Decilonia in dollars. Exactly. That is SWIFTtrip. A Web3, take note of this. SWIFTtrip is a Web 3.0 decentralized mobility, not just mobility, commerce and hospitality service providing what? Business. That is what SWIFTtrip is. A Web 3.0 decentralized mobility, commerce and hospitality service providing business. We are building services that will be built on the newest era, newest version of the internet. And what's that? The Web 3.0. We are building services that will operate on the newest era of the internet. A platform that is decentralized, a business that is decentralized, that gives you and I, who are owners of this business, the access, the control over this business, over the things we do with this platform. It simply means we do not need to involve any person. We do not need to call the knowledge of any person in anything we are doing. We have access. We have not just access, we have control of the app, of which we can perform transaction anytime, any day, anywhere. There is no government body that will come and tell you, do not perform this transaction, do not place this withdrawal, do not do this. No, it is decentralized. It's a closed system. Amazing. An echo chain system. An echo chain what? Business. Enterprise. That connects this person to this person, from this person to this person. Everyone in this is connected to each other. Starting from the very first person. We are all connected to one another. A mobility business that is decentralized. A commerce and hospitality service providing business that is what? Decentralized. That is what we are building. Of course, we know mobility is not new. Mobility is what? Movement. Commerce is what? Buying and selling. Hospitality is what? Accommodation. All of these things are not new to us. So these are what, or this is what we can tell you SWIFTtrip is. A mobility, commerce and hospitality service providing what? Business. Let us look at the next slide. Mind you, what we are building in SWIFTtrip is coming to change our life. What we are building in SWIFTtrip, I'll repeat that, is coming to change our life for good. That every person who identifies with it, every person who is involved in this business, they are what? Extremely blessed. They are what? Extremely blessed. Because I want to tell you that this opportunity you are listening to right now, or this opportunity that you have right now, are opportunity, or is opportunity that millions of people are waiting for out there. There are people waiting to be part of a system like this, due to one reason or the other. What do I mean by that? Due to the fact that they must have missed out on an opportunity like this in the past, or they have the idea, the better understanding of what being an owner of a system means, and many other reasons out there. There are persons that has missed out on opportunities of being what? An owner of a system, due to what? Ignorance, due to what? Lack of information. And they are out there waiting for what? Opportunity to redeem themselves. And here you are getting it. You're just looking at it right before you. It's something you should be grateful for. Why? Because this system we are telling you to come be part of is a system that is going to change your life of good. That is going to make you a decillonaire, just like I said at the beginning of this meeting. It's going to make you a decillonaire in dollars. And take note. Do not think SWIFTtrip is those kind of online businesses you've done before now that what? Fizzled or that ran with your money. No. SWIFTtrip is a game changer. You've never done a business like SWIFTtrip. SWIFTtrip is coming to redefine how businesses are done in the world, not just in Nigeria, in the world at large. That's what SWIFTtrip is coming to do, coming to redefine how businesses are done. Now, let's quickly look at our core services. What are SWIFTtrip core services? Because you want to know, what are these services that this speaker is saying is going to make me a decillionaire in dollars? What are the, because it's very important for you to know the services, to know if these services are services that lacks patronage. You know, for a business to thrive, the patronage ought to be what? Massive. Because it's the customers that are enriching you. Yes, they are the one what enriching you. So if the service does not, if the service lacks patronage, are there people that are going to come? No, you won't have much persons patronizing you. So the service you're rendering need to attract the people. It should be a service that they can't do without. Now let's look at SWIFTtrip core services. Here are our services: the aviation, the e-taxi, the e-commerce, logistics, and what? The hospitality. These are the 5 unique services we have in SWIFTtrip. Like I said, make sure the service you're rendering is attractive to the people. Not just attractive, it should be something that they can't do without. Look at the services we are rendering. The need out there is what? Massive. People are saying no money. People are saying no money. Go to the airport, you will see people. Despite how hard the economy is, go to the airport, you will see people. No money, no money, no money, but people are booking taxi from one place to the other. No money, no money, but people are buying things every day. People are buying things every day. No money. Go to the junction, you will see somebody telling you, I want to go to this place, I'm going to this place, I'm going to this place. Or I heard someone saying, that all of you are complaining that the country is hard, but look at how fat you are. That you are enjoying the Tinubu regime. No money. But people are getting what? Fat and booking what? Taxi. Amazing. No money, no money. Go to the hotels. Go to hotel. You will see people. I'm not talking about small hotels that are paying, let's say maybe 5,000 naira per night. Go to hotel. 200,000 per night, 300,000, 500,000 per night. You will see people there. All of these services are services that are what? Built on Web 3.0. Blockchain, built on blockchain. Now in SWIFTtrip, you are simply coming to own what? All of these services. From these 5 services we are showing to you, we are not telling you to just come pick anyone. No. You are coming to own them and every other services that will come in the future. Now, let us show this business or these services to you one after the other. So we will see and understand more what we are talking about. Let's look at the first slide, which is showing us the aviation business and also showing us what it looks like and companies that are already into the aviation business. We have the likes of Air Peace, the likes of Air, the likes of what? ValueJet, and many more out there. All of these are what? Examples of aviation platforms. Okay? Aviation platform. Let's look at the next slide, which is the e-taxi. When we talk about e-taxi, it's the road transportation. The Uber, the Bolt, the InDrive, the enviable transport. All of these are examples of what? The e-taxi, examples of the road transport. And SWIFTtrip is going to have this as well. Both the air transport and the road transport. Is that all the service? Are these all the services? No. Let's look at the next one, which is the e-commerce. Like I said earlier on, this is buying and selling. Electronic buying and selling simply means with your mobile device, you can buy and sell anytime you want. With your mobile device. At the comfort of your home. At the comfort of wherever you are, you can place order, you can purchase things, and they will come pick, and they will come to your doorpost through what? The logistics. They will bring it down to you through what? The logistics. First of all, let's look at the examples of the e-commerce platforms. We have the Amazon, we have the Gigi, we have the Jumia, we have the Alibaba. All of these are examples of what? The e-commerce platform where you can buy and sell. Then, like I said, once you've purchased whatever you want to buy, whatever you want to purchase, how do you get them to you? That is where the logistics comes in play. Examples of logistics: we have the UPS, we have the DHL, we have the God is Good Logistics. These are logistics what? Platforms that they will do what? Help you carry your goods from that place you've bought them to where your location or to wherever you want it to be delivered. Amazing. All of this in what? One app. Amazing. As this transaction is happening, you as a shareholder, you're relaxed, earning. You're not the one who purchased the thing. You're not the one who delivered the goods bought. You're not the one who booked the ride. You're not the one who booked the flight. But you're just at the comfort of wherever you are, what? Earning, making your money. That is the power of system. Neither are you the one who booked the hotel. When we're talking about hospitality, we're talking about hotel. But wherever you are simply what? Earning and enjoying your money. That is the power of system. System. Examples of hotel, we have a lot of them out there. A whole lot. We have a whole lot of them out there. And on the screen you're seeing Transcorp Hilton in Abuja. We also have Chevron Hotel and Resort. All of these are examples of hotel platform. And today, congratulations to you and I that are shareholders of SWIFTtrip, in the sense that we have been able to secure our land. We've purchased our land here in Rivers State. And what are we looking at? We're looking at building our own structure. A 20-story building. A 20-story hospitality. That is what we're looking at building. That is why I say congratulations to you and I, because we, in our own ways, we collaborated to make it what it is today. To make sure that what it is today. And together, like I said, we've not even started. Together we will do what? Great things. Together we'll do what? Mighty things. This is just the beginning. We're looking at erecting the tallest building in Rivers State. I don't fail to mention that. This is a company that started from nothing. We started from nothing. Today we are proud. We own land worth 900 million naira. Looking at erecting what? A 20-story building from nothing. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. Congratulations to you and I. Congratulations to every one of us. Now, if you look at the services we are rendering, sir, man, if you have the opportunity to own just one of these services, I believe you will know that your financial blueprint must have increased times 10 of what it is today, if not more than. Let us come together and build all of these. Okay? Thank you very much. I'll be very fast to the presentation because we have a live meeting here today at the office. So just bear with me. Okay? So let's look at the next slide, which is asking us, so Has SWIFTtrip gone live? You want to know if we've launched the business. Have we launched this business? Are all of these services in place? Are they functioning? Can I patronize the company in any of these services? Let us look at that. No, we have not launched the business because SWIFTtrip is currently at its development phase or vision phase. And what are we looking at? We are calling for subscribers. We are calling for shareholders. We are calling for co-owners to facilitate business launch, to facilitate what? Business development. That is why we are calling out for men and women, boys and girls, wherever you are. Let us come together and build this. Let us create history. Let us make something. Let us create something that by the time the world sees, you will be in what? In a good book. You will be recognized. You will be recognized what? For life. You will be recognized among those persons that have changed the world. Let us build this together. Let us build this together. Are you, whatever your profession is, so long you are seeing what we are showing to you, please come together. Let us build this. And mind you, this SWIFTtrip shares we are telling you is not the usual shares. It's not a regular share you know of. That by the time they tell you, okay, come buy share in so and so place or so and so bank, you after purchasing the shares, you will see that the shares staying for years. But it is not yielding anything reasonable for you. This is a different kind of share. This is a different kind of. Some people say anything that has to do with shares, they don't want to hear about it because to them they think it's not profitable. Let us come together and own this. Let us build something massive. Your shares in bank, you cannot compare it with your share in SWIFTtrip. Yes. Because that's what some persons will come up with. I bought shares in so and so bank, but till now, what I'm getting since 2005, since 2001, I'm getting 5,000, I'm getting 11,000, I'm getting 12,000. It's not yielding. Sir, if only you know they are robbing you of that shares. Those same persons, you will see the CEOs moving from one country to another, flying from one country to another, driving flashy cars. You will see the board of directors. You will see those ones that are the higher place. You will see them enjoying themselves. But you are still struggling. And at the end of every year, they will call you. They will call meeting. All shareholders should gather. The ones that can come will come. I'll tell you the expenditure of the year. What they spent. How this happened. How that happened. Can you stand up and tell them, no, it's not true? That this one did not happen. This one did not. No. It's whatever they present to you. That is what you will believe. That is what you will take. Even if you don't believe it. That is what you will take. If they alter that figure, would you know? No. But in SWIFTtrip, everything is transparent. Sir, ma, as transactions is happening, you are simply earning according to your ownership percentage. You are simply earning according to your ownership percentage. If the bank want to make sure you make good money from your shares, why don't they tell you that you will earn from every transaction that happens in the bank? Then you will see what is in it for you, or what would have been in it for you. You will see they charge for 15 naira or 16 naira for electronic charges or maintenance, whatever they call it. They will charge this or that, or charge this on. From those charges, are you earning anything as a shareholder of that bank? So gone are the days when people will come and say, I bought shares in the bank and this, that. Come and buy shares in SWIFTtrip. And SWIFTtrip is going to make you a decillionaire in dollars. Whether you believe it or not. By the time of launch the business in operation, you will see for yourself. You will become it. If you don't become it, your children will become it. Let us come together and build this. Let us come develop this business. Let us come make it a reality. I know together we can do it. Okay, so we want to quickly look at what's the subscription fee in SWIFTtrip. What's the subscription plan? How much will it cost me to be a shareholder in this business, to be a subscriber in this business? Let's look at it. We said buy a node slot, of which the subscription fee is $250. That's what it is. $250. Now, with $250, you are not owning one of these services, but rather you are owning all of these services. Remember, this $250 is not even up to 500. It's not even up to 400,000 naira. But with this, you can own what? All of these services. Amazing. Amazing. Now, let us split those $250 for you. From these $250 that a shareholder is paying, $150 is what we call the project fee, and $150 is the project fee. $100 is the advertisement fee. Of course, those persons that are advertising SWIFTtrip campaign about SWIFTtrip, the company pays them advertisement bonus. And you cannot come and say, okay, I don't know how to advertise SWIFTtrip, I don't know how to talk to people about SWIFTtrip. Can I pay $150 and then don't advertise SWIFTtrip? No, sir, no, man, you can't. $250 it is. Okay, now when you pay your $250, remember I said earlier on that you will earn according to your ownership percentage from every transaction that takes place. Okay, whether in Nigeria, in China, in Cameroon, name them, anywhere, you're simply earning according to your ownership percent, which is 0.0 in 5 places 125%. What does that mean? Simply means if you give $250 to the company gives you what? Your ownership percentage in exchange, which is 0.0 in 5 places 125%, which is constant. It does not change. It remains the same irrespective of the price at which you're buying it. It remains the same. The people that bought it at the rate of 5,000 naira, that's $5, they own the same ownership percentage. Those that got it at 10,000 naira, they own the same ownership percentage. Those that got it at 80,000 naira own the same ownership percentage. Those that will buy it at 200 million naira, they will do what? Own the same ownership percent. Okay, so that is that. Now the next question you want to ask is, when will SWIFTtrip go live? Let's quickly look at that. Now we say SWIFTtrip is sharing or is giving out 5% of its volume. 5% in volume. That's what the company is giving out to all the shareholders of SWIFTtrip, both the ones that have registered and the ones that are yet to register. So in totality is what? 5%. So it simply means the company cannot exceed more than 5% of its shares. Okay, now from that 5%, business launch is at the sales of 3%. Now we are saying that we will launch this business by the time we sell 3% out of this 5% that the company has made available to us. And what happened to the remaining 2%? We will still keep selling the shares until the 2% is exhausted. Okay, now look at this right up here. It says, thus the launch of SWIFTtrip is embedded in the milestone of 2,400,000 node units. Okay, now what does that tell you? It says there is a milestone that has been set. What is the milestone? The sales of 3%. Then we'll launch the business. Another question is, how many units are in that 3%? That's why we are showing you how. You can see the launch of SWIFTtrip is embedded in the milestone of 2.4 million units. Let's look at it. How is that? Remember, minimum sales is what? 3%. We bring down 3, and your ownership percentage as a shareholder is what? 0.0 in 5 places 125%. So we'll simply bring down 0.0 in 5 places 125%. Then we'll do 3 divided by your ownership percentage. What is it going to give you? 2,400,000 units. It's as simple as that. 2,400,000 units. Now it simply means that in this 3 we have 0.0 in 5 places 125%. We have 0.0 in 5 places 125 in 2,400,000 places, 400,000 places. Okay, and if we add all of it together to give us 3, it's as simple as that. And the good thing is currently we are on promo, and we are giving the privilege to all shareholders of SWIFTtrip for them to own multiple units, because earlier on, as at 2 months ago, we used to say 2 months and 2 months ago and should I say above, sorry, okay, we used to tell our shareholders that it is one person to one account. Yes, one person cannot own more than one account. But because of the 20-story building, the land, like I said earlier on, the land that was secured, we are giving privilege to shareholders for them to own multiple units. Yes, own multiple units. Maximum of what? 10. Like I said, this is promo, of which it ends on the 31st of August. It was supposed to end last month, but the shareholders of SWIFTtrip pleaded that, oh, please just give us so and so time so that we can raise this fund and purchase more units. And guess what? You're not even buying the units at the existing rate, which today is $250. You're buying it at a slash price, which is $150. Now you have one account before and you want to buy 5, you want to buy 2, you want to buy 1, you want to buy 10. Instead of paying $250 to purchase those 10, you pay $150 each to purchase. You pay $150 to purchase each of the node ID, the extra unit you want. Okay, so amazing. We also had a family combo going for the same price of $150. All of this is in support of the 20-story building that we are talking about. Okay, thank you very much, and let us quickly look at the next slide. Remember, this is an opportunity you shouldn't miss out on. The same way one unit will pay you, that's the same way this 10 unit is going to pay you. If a unit is going to make you a decillion in dollars, how much more 10 units? So the ball is in your court and it's your decision to make. Okay, now the next slide says initial business launch before scaling global is in where? Nigeria and in the United Kingdom. Yes, Nigeria and in the United Kingdom. So these are the first 2 countries of launch. We'll be launching this business in Nigeria and the United Kingdom. And if you look at the next slide, you will see that our certificates are already available. We have the CAC certificate, we have the EFCC certificate, we also have the United Kingdom certificate. Okay, so it's amazing that you are part of a global business, a business that anywhere will launch that business. You are simply what? You and I are simply what? Employing the citizens of that nation for them to work for us, and we earn. That is what it means. As they are working for us, we are earning. That is the power of what? A system. Power of a system. Okay, so come together, let us build this massive business. Then the next slide is asking us what makes SWIFTtrip stand out from others. Let's quickly look at it now. You're asking yourself, what is that thing that makes SWIFTtrip stand out from others? Because if we want to call on the services we are rendering, we have companies that are rendering these services. The aviation, we made mention of companies that are rendering the services like the Eric, the Airpeace, the ValueJet, right? Now, when we talk about the e-commerce, we have the likes of Amazon, Jumia, and a whole lot of them. When we talk about the e-taxi, we have Uber, we have Bolt, we have Enviable Transport, right? When we talk about logistics, we have DHL, UPS, name them. When we then talk about the hotel, of course, it's everywhere. Presidential Hotel, Eco Hotel, Transcorp, Hilton, name them. Now, the question is, what is that thing that is going to make Mr. A patronize SWIFTtrip and not patronize the other company that is rendering the same services as SWIFTtrip? Let us look at that. It is no other than the PYC. What does it stand for? Pay your customers. Sama, if it's your first time of connecting with us, I can tell you for free that this is your first time of hearing the PYC. And I can tell you that what you are familiar with before now is the KYC. What does it stand for? Know your customers. I believe that rings a bell, right? Know your customers. Now, SWIFTtrip is saying that this KYC is not enough. Oh, it's not enough. Know your customers, yes. And after that, and so what else goes after knowing your customers? SWIFTtrip is not just coming to know its customers, but rather we are also coming to pay these customers. That's what this PYC stands for. Pay your customers. Imagine booking a ride from Port Harcourt to Lagos State, and you use a different company, and after getting to your location, they say, thank you very much, Mr. So and so, for patronizing us. And you say, wow, they called my name and I love it. If I'm coming back because of their what is it called? Because of their gesture. Should I say gesture? No, that's not the word. Okay, let's just work with that since the word is not coming. So because of that, you would want to patronize them again. You want to patronize them again, and you're done with whatever you're doing there in Lagos State, and you're coming back. You try patronizing that same company, but maybe one thing or the other, you missed the bus rather, and you then decide to use another company, another transport company. Now, they brought you safely down to Port Harcourt, and they did not tell you thank you, but rather you notice they paid you a certain percentage from that money you paid to them. And let's assume it costs the same amount, to maybe 40,000 or 50,000 from here to Lagos. The different transportation company use also 50,000 from from Lagos to Port Harcourt, but they did not tell you thank you. But you notice that you got paid a certain percentage from that 50,000 naira you paid to them. Which will you be happy with? Is it the one that said thank you to you, or the one that paid you? Of course, it's the one that pays you. So that alone, no matter how small it is, we love that incentive as human. We love it. Leave it for us. We love the incentive. Okay, so because of that alone, you will see that so many persons say, Mama Nkechi, you're going to use this one. Why don't you use this one? This one is that once you use this one, they will even pay you. Yes, so once you patronize them, they will pay you. You will see the lady or the Mama Nkechi will just run. Want to patronize that one. Why? Is it that she does not have that money? She has the money, but because of that little thing, that thing you're seeing that is little is not little, it's massive. That is exactly what we are talking about. We are making sure that whenever our customers patronize us, they earn from that patronage. We've come to realize that these customers are very important. Imagine we have our cars parked out there and nobody is coming to patronize us. We have the money, but nobody is patronizing us. Are we going to make any profit from them? No. The customers are very, very important. That's why we've come to realize that this is the time they ought to be put on payroll. And guess what? Any company that refuses to put its customers on payroll, they will lose their customers to companies that are paying their customers. It's as simple as that. There is no mathematics or nothing, no difficult thing about it. You will simply lose your customers to companies that are paying their customers. So quickly, I want to look at how this PYC is going to work out. How is it? Is it possible? Yes, let's look at it. Look at this diagram on my screen. We are assuming a person, just like the analysis I made right now. We are assuming a person that booked a ride, and after booking that ride, the ride cost 8,000 naira. Remember, it's the distance that will determine the amount that passenger will pay. Okay? The farther the distance, the more money the passenger will pay. Now, we are assuming this trip costs, let's say for instance, 10,000 naira. Okay? Now, That 10,000 naira that this passenger is paying, the company is seeing that 10,000 naira as 100%. That's why you're seeing that green arrow, 100%. Please follow up. And if this screen is, if you're following up with your phone and the screen is small, please tap on it. It will be wide enough for you to see. Okay, so you're seeing that green arrow, which is the 100%, right? It's very important for you to know that SWIFTtrip sees its customers as profit generators. That's why you're seeing passenger/profit generators. Okay, we are seeing them as profit generators. Now, the red arrow that goes back to the passenger who booked that ride, that is the PYC we are talking about. 2% goes back to the passenger who booked that ride. After he or she must have paid the cost of the ride, which I said 10,000 naira. Okay, now 2% of that 10,000 naira goes to the passenger. Now let's look at the next slide. Like I said, that's a PYC, very important. And this 2% is money that he or she can withdraw to do anything he or she wants. Okay? Like I said, this person don't need the admin to approve that withdrawal. This person does not need the CEO to approve the withdrawal. He or she is in charge of the system, can withdraw, can do anything, anytime, any day. Now 2% goes to the passenger, the PYC. If you look at the box, the golden box, you will see a building there. That building represents the company, SWIFTtrip, the platform provider. We are the platform provider. We've created that app that connects a passenger and a driver, that connects a buyer and a seller. Okay, so we are the platform provider. 10% goes to the platform provider for the launch of business in other parts of the world. Okay, while 5% goes to the shareholders of SWIFTtrip, which is you and I. Earlier on, I told us all shareholders of SWIFTtrip are sharing 5%, right? And I also went as far as telling us that we are launching this business at the sales of 3%. Simply means we have 2% left. And by the time we launch this business at the sales of 3%, the other 2% will be sold out to shareholders as well. Selling at what rate? 200 million naira. Are there people that will buy it? Yes. A whole lot of persons will do what? Buy it. So 5% goes to the shareholders of SWIFTtrip. Now 5% plus 10%, that is 15%, plus the 2% that goes to what is it called? The passenger who booked that ride. That's a total of 17%. Now 80% goes to the driver who booked the ride. The driver who booked what? The ride. Somebody will say, why is the driver getting the bigger share of the percentage? Sir, this driver is getting the bigger share because he or she will have to maintain his car, has to fuel his car. And for him to earn this, he must be the one to perform this transaction. So he's earning from his effort, while you are earning what? Effortlessly. 80% goes to the driver who performed that transaction. Now 80 plus 17%, that is 97%. Now 3% is left, of which the first, second, third and fourth generation of both the passenger who booked the ride and the driver who booked the ride earn. They earn 1% for the first generation, 0.3% for the second generation, 0.1% for the third generation, and another 0.1% for the fourth generation. A total of 1.5 and 1.5 from both the customers and the driver's referral chain. Add it up, the total of 3%. 3% plus 97% is how many percent? 100%. So you can see how that has been shared. Everybody earns. Right? This same PYC applies to all the services we are rendering: the e-taxi, the e-commerce, the aviation, the logistics, and the hospitality. As you can see, the aviation, the e-commerce, logistics, and hospitality. Amazing. Imagine we have people booking the aviation, the flight, booking flight, As they book that flight, you as a shareholder, you're earning according to your ownership percentage from those people. Come be part of a system. Come be part of a global system that pays you conveniently or consistently, effortlessly, and repeatedly. Okay? The next question is, who is the brain behind SWIFTtrip? Who is the brain behind SWIFTtrip? Of course, he's a Nigerian man in person of Honorable Richard Nadi. He is the man. He is the brain behind this vision. A lionic man. A focused man. Thank you very much, sir, for all you do for SWIFTtrip, and we love you. He is the visioneer, the vision bearer of SWIFTtrip. From Nigeria, Enugu State. You can see our flag, green, white, green. Nigeria, both parents Nigeria. And we are happy to connect with him. We are happy to identify with him in this business. And God will continue to elevate him. God will continue to lift him higher. God will continue to bestow his wisdom on him. In the name of Jesus. Amen. Thank you very much, sir, for all you do for SWIFTtrip. We, the shareholders of SWIFTtrip and ambassadors of SWIFTtrip, we love you so much. Okay. Now, I want to look at the very, very important one, which is how you profit as a subscriber in SWIFTtrip. Let's look at how you profit as a shareholder, how you profit as a co-owner of this business. Now, we're looking at how you earn in the future. In the future, why? Because we've not launched the business now, okay? How you earn in the future when we've launched the business. Now, I want to work with it with an e-taxi profit evaluation. E-taxi profit evaluation. Now, we want to imagine or assume a transaction happened in Nigeria or in the United States. Like I said earlier on, the price or the distance, the money to pay will be determined by what? The distance covered. The distance covered by what? The driver. Like I said, the farther the distance, the more the person would pay, right? So this money is not fixed. You will not tell me anywhere you go is 8,000 you pay. Anywhere you go you pay $10. No. It is depending on the distance covered, okay? Now, in Nigeria, 8,000 naira is the cost of the trip. You want to know as a shareholder how much you will profit from this 8,000 naira, right? Let's look at it. You simply do 8,000 naira multiplied by your ownership percentage. If you do that, what are you going to get? 0.0001 kobo. And for those of us in the United States, you do $10 multiplied by 0.0 in 3 places. So in 5 places, 125%. What are you going to get? 0.0 in 6 places, 125 cents. Someone will say, what do I do with this? This is not what I bargained for. This is not what I was told. What will I do with 0.0 in 3 places, 1 kobo? What will I do with 0.0 in 6 places, 125 cents? Sama, when we are telling you that SWIFTtrip is going to make you a decillion in dollars, it's this that is going to make you that. This is what is going to make you a decillion in dollars. I tell you, note that what we are building is not a business that lacks patronage. There is no country in the world today that you will tell me they don't have transportation, or they ban transportation in their country, or they don't do buying and selling. There is no country out there. We came to this life, we met all of these things, and we will live this life. These services will still be in existence. Buying and selling, we came to this life and we met it. Transportation, we came to this life and we met it. And we will die, it will still be in existence. All the countries all over the world are making use of what? Transportation. They are into commerce. Now, by the time this thing begins to happen in volume, sir, ma, you will see that these things we are showing to you, this thing that looks small to you, is what is going to change your life. Like I said, as transactions are happening, you are the comfort of wherever you are. You're just getting what? Credited every milliseconds. Every what? Milliseconds. Because transaction is happening globally. You're what? Smiling. You're spending money. Money is entering. Your spending is entering. Your spending is entering. That is the power of system, sir. That is the power of system. Come identify with the system. So that you will not begin to see certain things as is wasting of money. Wasting of money. Wasting of money. Somebody bought wedding ring for his wife. How many million naira? 64 million naira, if I'm not mistaken. Some person will look at it and say, it's waste of money. Davido bought it 64 million naira. Abi, is it even more than that? So many figures in my head. There was one that said, is it wedding gown? Got for how many million? Oh God, I shall never be poor. I shall never be poor. You shall never be poor. Let us come together and own a system. By the time you have identified with a system, you won't see spending money as what? Lavishing. You won't see it as wasting of money. It's meant to be spent. Command it. It will work for you. Not the other way around. You have to command the money to work for you. This is the only place the currency is useful. If you die, you won't go and spend it in the grave. Neither will you go and spend it in heaven. This is only where it's used for. Let us make it and spend it here. Identify with the system. Take note. Riches is vanity. Poverty is vanity. What I will say to you is for you to choose your vanity correctly. Which of the vanity are you going for? Poverty or riches? All are vanity. Choose your vanity wisely. Live every day as if it's the last. You have the money, spend it. Spend it. Because that money is what? Vanity. Okay? It's just legal here on earth. Just legal here on earth. Once you get to heaven, once you get to the grave, you won't be using it. Alright, so let us look at how cent and kobo can become millions, billions, trillions, and decillions in dollars. Okay? Let us look at it. How is it going to, how possible is this money, this thing I'm seeing here, 0.0 in 6 places, 125 cents. 0.0 in 3 places, 1 kobo. How is it going to make me a decillionaire in dollars? How is it going to make me a trillionaire in dollars? Oh my God, I can't wait to show you that. Let's look at where we could be in 5 years from now. Where we could be in 5 years from now. Look at this. SWIFTtrip has launched business today, for instance. And we've been in operation for the first year, second year, third year, fourth year, and fifth year. Now, you want to look at how much you have made from this business, because on that app, you will have, just like our shareholders app is now, where we have current balance and we have total earning. Okay? You want to look at your total earning from this business, because of course, as money is entering your account, you're withdrawing, you're spending it. So if, let's assume what you've made for today, all the money that comes into your account is 1 million naira. You withdraw the money, it will go zero. What we then show there is zero. Why your total earning does not erase, it remains the same. Not like the same zero. No, it's as the money is entering, that other one is increasing, but it does not, that does not go back to zero. Okay, so it adds up. For instance, you have 1 million and you withdraw the 1 million. Your 1 million will be showing your total earning, and you make another 1 million, you withdraw it, that other current balance will go to zero, and your total earning will now be showing 2 million instead of zero. Okay, so that's how it keeps adding for the total earning. Now you want to look at how much you have made from this business, 5 years in operation. And we want to do a worst case scenario for you to see. What is this worst case scenario? We are assuming that all the trips, if we accumulate all the trips together performed in the space of 5 years, we're looking at a worst case scenario of 50 trillion trips performed. 50 trillion trips performed. If you are here, you're seeing 500 trillion trips performed, then you see correctly. You see what? Correctly. We want to do tens of trillion, which is what? 50 trillion trip performed. And then we are saying all these 50 trillion trip cost 8,000 naira or $10, just like we did for our per trip profit analysis that gave us 0.06 places 125 cents or 0.03 places 1 kobo. Now this is it. Profit in dollar, per trip profit in dollar, 0.06 places 125 cents or 0.03 places 1 kobo. Now it's very simple. What we then do, it's not possible, of course, you and I know it's not possible for all the trip to cost 8,000 naira or $10, but since you are calculating, just stick to a particular figure, right, and move ahead. Now simply do 0.0 in 6 places 125 cents multiply by 50 trillion trip. If you do that, what are you going to get? You get $6.25 million. $6.25 million for a worst case scenario. Now that's in dollars. In naira, you do 0.0 in 3 places 1 kobo multiplied by 50 trillion. What will you get? 5 billion naira. 5 billion naira. This was the same person I showed 0.0 in 6 places 125 cents or 0.0 in 3 places 1 kobo. You can see the power of volume. You can see the power of volume. Power of owning a system. A system that pays you for life. That is the power in what we are building today. It's only going to take time. But then, if it's the last suffer, let us suffer it together. All of this is process. It's what? Process. Of which we cannot dodge this process. We can't. We can't dodge this process. Nothing good comes easily. Yes. Nothing good comes easily. We need to pass through this process. That's the difference between we and those persons that are out there. Those persons don't want to be part of the process. They just want it. Is it paying? If I put this, how much will I get in 2 days? That's what they want. Those are the kind of business they want. Not business, sorry. Those are the kind of Ponzi scheme they want. Because they see everything and call it business. That's not business. That's business and Ponzi scheme. We are into business, sir, ma. We are into business. If you don't want to be part of this process, then you can't identify with us. Let us build this together. Pass through this process. The child you gave birth to, did the child just wake up one day and start talking or start going to school? No. It passed through process. It passed through what? Process. That is the same way SWIFTtrip is passing through process. Like I said earlier on, we started from nowhere. We passed through the process. We scaled through that first phase. We scaled through the other phase. Today, we have secured our land. How much is it? 900 million naira. Close to $1 billion naira. It's the process. Today now it's looking as if it's difficult for us to get. Sir, we will get to a point whereby getting $1 billion naira won't take us a month. It won't take us a week to get it. It's a process. Every good thing pass-through process. Everything that will come out, that will turn out to be great tomorrow, pass-through process. A vigorous process or rigorous process. Let us come together and build this. Look at the next slide. Shows us how subscribers' assets has grown in the space of 5 years. The power of system. Sleep and earn. Sleep and make money. Yes, sleep and make money. As you're sleeping in Nigeria because it's night, in other countries, their business hour. They are performing transactions. You are sleeping in Nigeria, you're earning. Remember, it's a global business. It's a business that do not need you to put in your effort before you earn. How prepared are you for your retirement age? Sir, man, I'm already preparing for my retirement age. I'm already preparing for my retirement age. If I retire at the age of 50, amazing. I own a system paying me. Not just me, paying my generation for life. Or go do another thing. Or go pursue another vision. Before then, we're already pursuing another vision. Let us come on a system. It is because you are looking for what to eat. You are looking for this. That's why you will work from morning till, from your young age till 70 years. You're still working. You're still working. Let us come together and build this. Look at how your asset has grown from $150 to, has yielded for you $5 billion or $6.25 million. Manpower or manual labor cannot take you too far. Okay? SWIFTtrip is going to make you a decillonaire in dollars. It is going to make you a decillonaire in dollars. Okay? Do not miss it for any reason. Let's quickly look at how you earn in the now. How you earn in the now. Now we say, we have a corporate global challenge. Yes, that's true. We have a corporate global challenge. I will say the speed to our global success depends on the speed at which we collectively solve our global challenge. The speed to our global success depends on the speed at which we collectively solve our global challenge. Now, what is the challenge? Of course, I made mention of it earlier on. Let's look at the challenge now. 2.4 million node units to be sold is a challenge. Where do we get 2.4 million node units from? With your effort, with my effort, with a collective effort, we will get that. Okay? 2.4 million is the challenge. Now, also note this, as a shareholder, every time you solve a unit of this challenge, you get paid. You're not doing it for free. You are being paid. The company pays you. Every time you solve a unit of this challenge. Now, the question is, how do you solve this challenge? Let's look at it. Become an active campaigner. Speak SWIFTtrip with your mouth, with the words of your mouth. We use your voice to talk to people about SWIFTtrip. That is the only thing you came to this life with. Your voice. Use it to use it to make money. Talk to people about SWIFTtrip and become an active campaigner. Earn massively from SWIFTtrip campaign pool fund. Sell units of SWIFTtrip shares and earn big from SWIFTtrip campaign pool fund. How much is the campaign pool fund? Look at it. $238,867,800. That is what is available for you and I. And you're asking, how did we get this? Very simple. Remember I told us earlier on that $100 is the advertisement bonus, right? Advertisement fee. Now we simply did $100 multiplied by unsold unit of SWIFTtrip. It gave us this figure on the screen. Okay, now we say SWIFTtrip campaign pays. How you earn as a campaigner from SWIFTtrip campaign sponsorship pool fund? Simple. If you tell someone about SWIFTtrip, you help someone see the light in SWIFTtrip, you get paid $70 directly. It simply means from every of your direct registration you get $70. Then from your indirect registration, which is your second generation, you get what? $15. From your third indirect registration, That's your third generation, you get $10. Then from your fourth generation, that is fourth indirect registration, you get what? $5. If you add it, is a total of $100. 70 plus 15 plus 10 plus $5 is a total of $100. So you can see how the advert bonus is being shared. We are not even tampering our project fee. The advert bonus has already been made available, that okay, as you come, you share it. You end up to your fourth generation. There is no how the system will make mistake and go and pay the fifth generation, or there is no how the system will make mistake and not pay the fourth the fourth generation or second, third generation. Okay, so that is that. And this is not all that awaits you in SWIFTtrip. We also have extra campaign cash award, which if you tell 50 persons, the company appreciates you. Like if you register 50 persons directly, all of them your first generation, the company appreciates you with $50, and you are considered SWIFTtrip runner. And you go ahead, you talk to more persons, and you're able to talk to 500 persons. You register 500 persons directly under you. The company appreciates you with $1,000, and you are considered SWIFTtrip icon. You go ahead and you talk to more persons. You're able to register 5,000 persons directly under you. The company appreciates you with $10,000 to say thank you for all you do for SWIFTtrip, and you are considered the face of SWIFTtrip. So here is our advice: do not miss SWIFTtrip profit share offer for any reason. Don't miss it for any reason. Don't let anyone talk you out. Don't let anyone talk you out. All we can do is to show it to you, and that is enough. The decision is yours to make. Thank you very much, ma. Thank you very much, sir. And we'll look at the next slide, which shows us how you subscribe in SWIFTtrip. Make your payment of $250 to SWIFTIFY Technologies LTD, 200460738. That's the company's account number. Don't go make mistake and send the payment to an individual account, please. Please make sure you're making your payment to the company's account. And if you need our wallet address, visit the company's website, which is www.seedinvest.swifttripcampaign.com. Then send your proof of payment alongside your name, your full name, no nickname, please, your full name, your phone number, and your email to the person that told you about SWIFTtrip. That person is your sponsor. Then your sponsor will contact the hub admin or the company admin. This is the company's admin number on the screen. So let me quickly show you. You want to know how much $50 is? Go to the website, which is www.seedinvest.swifttripcampaign.com. Okay, so let's show it to you. Let me quickly go to the website now so you can see it. I believe you can see my screen. Can we hear me? I hope I've not been talking to myself. Can we hear me? Ambassador Totanke, can you hear me? Good morning, sir. Is anyone close to his or her phone there? Mark Armstrong, good morning, sir. Can you hear me? Click on that same button to speak. Who can hear me? Can anyone hear me in the house? I need our response, please. Mr. Mark. Oh. Mr. Mark, I can't hear you. Can we hear me, please? Mr. Ezekiel, I've unmuted your mic. You raised your hand. Can you hear me? Why can't I hear anybody now? Can anyone hear me? I need our response, please.
ROI. 10M plus, get that full 35%. Not a shareholder yet? No problem. Invest 300K or more and get a solid 20% ROI in 3 months.
Plus a 3% referral bonus for shareholders. It's partnership.
Yeah.
It's family.
Invest now. Own a piece of the future.
Listen, this isn't just about real estate. This is Swift Homes, building wealth. Don't just watch others build wealth. Be part of this future. Invest in SWIFTtrip now.
We bound right to the top. Right to the top!
Welcome to the SWIFTtrip studio, where vision meets opportunity. Today, we're unveiling something massive. $2 billion in fundraising to bring Swift Homes to life. Shareholders, invest 300K or more and earn up to 35% ROI. 10M plus, get that full 35%. Not a shareholder yet? No problem. Invest 300K or more and get a solid 20% ROI in 3 months.
Plus a 3%